Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're here in Vienna, Austria. And today we're going to talk about what you should pack when you come here to Europe in the summer. And yes, it doesn't look like summer right now because you got to realize it's not always sunny and warm when you travel here. And so we're going to go through is all the stuff that I actually take, whether I'm going for 2 weeks or 7 weeks. I do pack the exact same thing, okay? But the thing is, before you pack, there's 3 W's you have to think about. 1, the weather. Look, if you're only going to go for 2 weeks, make sure you do check out that 10-day forecast right before you start packing so you can see what's going to be there. I'm here in May and it's a little chilly still here in Vienna, so I've got an extra quarter zip, I got a coat and stuff like that to be ready for it. The second W I have for you is when. What time of year are you going to go? Is it going to be the winter, the spring, summer, fall, or is it the middle between seasons? You know, being here in May is really cool because I can have really nice weather, but unfortunately this time I have really bad weather, so you got to check out the when. And then you got to think about where are you going to go in Europe? Because doing 2 weeks in Spain and Portugal, you're going to have different clothes than if you're doing 3 weeks in Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. So you really have to think about that. But it's a really rainy, kind of cruddy day today, so we'll head into actually the hotel I'm staying at here in Vienna, and I'll show you exactly what I brought in my suitcase so you can see that I'm not making this stuff up. This is exactly what I bring when I travel. So let's go to the hotel. Okay, so we're back at the hotel. I got to get in my room so I can see what I'll pack, and then you'll actually see my hotel room and all the things I have, so you know I'm not kind of fibbing with you and making stuff up for you. This is everything I have here. Now, of course, I have to put the key in here first, get some lights. But one of the things I want you to think about is whenever you're traveling, think of the rule of 5. 5 tops, 5 bottoms, 5 underwear, 5 socks. These kind of things, that's going to help you realize how much you can actually take with you and have enough room to fit in a carry-on suitcase, because that's all you really need to take. And if you look at it, here's everything that I take with me when I travel. If you see me anywhere around the world, you see everything I have, from my backpack to my coat to my clothes, my camera stuff, all those things. The only thing you're not seeing is the phone I'm filming with and the little handheld tripod thing I have, okay? Now, let me get out of my coat and stuff and I'll go through the stuff we take with us. So with that rule of 5, we're going to start with looking at the bottoms you're going to wear. So I'm going to be here in the summer, but I'm here in May and June, so I'm going to have cooler weather and hotter weather, so I'm going to have a mix of clothes, but still go by that rule of 5. So over here, I've got 2 pairs of shorts that I can wear, and then I got 2 pairs of dress pants that I can wear, but they're thin. So if it gets hot, they work great. If it's cool, they still work fine. So I have that. And then of course I have the jeans I wore on the flight here, okay? Next thing I want to talk about, sticking with the bottoms. Let's look at your pajamas. What are you going to wear when you're sleeping? So if it gets hot, you might want a pair of cool shorts to wear for there, like some sports shorts. Or if it gets a little warmer or a little cooler, maybe you want to have your flannel pajama bottoms, just something that you can wear around the hotel. And of course, if you're going to hit the pool, don't forget a pair of swim trunks, because you might hit the pool, you might hit the beach, you're not really sure. Again, it depends where you're going to go. Now, looking at our tops. Now, when I look at our shirts and stuff like that, when I say tops, I say 5 tops. I mean, think about 5 top parts. So you might have a shirt with an undershirt, so think of that as 1. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 t-shirts. And then I have 2 collared shirts. So that's 6, but I use some of those as undershirts. And then since I know I'm going to be here in the cooler season, you notice I have another undershirt here that I wore on the plane. I've got a quarter zip I wore on the plane, and then another quarter zip down here. Now, you don't have to have as many Wolters World shirts as I do when you travel, but if you want, you can. But that's kind of like my top and bottoms kind of things. Now, I know you say, well, Mark, you have the quarter zip, the other quarter, that makes it more than that. Well, yeah, we're talking about what you're packing. And then you wear clothes on the plane. And so what I'll do is if I have like heavier clothes or stuff like that, I'll actually wear that onto the plane, which can be helpful when you're coming back home and you have all this extra stuff you've bought when you've been there. Hey, let's put on our heavy boots, our heavy pants and stuff like that to take it back with us. And I mean, you'll see that that's actually how some people smuggled stuff into like the Czech Republic back in the day. They go to the West or they go someplace else and they just put on more layers. So when they came back, you can look through my suitcase, but I'm wearing all the clothes I got. Now, one of the things for the rule of 5 that I always kind of, I don't have a problem with people kind of, changing is when it comes to socks and underwear, okay? So if you notice, I have my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of socks, and then I have an extra pair there. That's 6th one. Those are actually compression socks. I always recommend wearing those if you're going to be flying long distances. They help with circulation. I don't wear those around when I'm traveling, like hiking around and seeing cities like here in Vienna. I just use those when I fly just to make it more comfortable. I have that. Then we have our underwear. Now, if you notice, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pairs of underwear. It's okay if you go over the rules with the undies, because, you know, do you really want to like run out of undies? Probably not, okay? Now, other stuff I'm going to bring with me. Obviously, I always bring my toiletries, so I've got my shampoo, I got a deodorant in here, I got hairbrush, razor, toothpaste. I always bring backup contacts as well, so I have that, and I'll actually pack that in my carry-on. Also, get it in a little clear plastic bag like this. Get it at Walgreens or CVS or something like that. Can save you some time, because then you can just show them. If you're going to like carry it on, then you can keep your liquids in there, and it's see-through, so that helps. We have that. Also, to go in that suitcase, I also bring a couple bags. Maybe I'll bring a Ziploc clear bag for like some wet clothes or something like that. And then I also bring a bag that I can use for laundry. So I'll have the laundry stuff in here. So if I want to go to the laundromat, I don't have to stink up my backpack. I can just use this. So you do have that. And also, even if you don't think it's going to rain, it will eventually rain. So make sure you pack yourself a really thin raincoat just in case, so you have something when you're there. So that's what I pack in my carry-on when I come here. Now, if you want to see what I keep in my Osprey backpack, see, I do like Osprey. They don't pay me. If they want to, they could. But I have my Osprey backpack here that I carry around, my Nebula there. And you'll see, this is all the stuff that I bring with me. So over here, you have, this is where it's a folder that I keep all my hotel reservations and stuff like that. I actually will print them out so I have them, because some places actually are kind of jerks about it, and they're like, well, we need a printout for that. I'm like, it's on my phone. Well, we're not sure. It can be kind of annoying. So have hotel reservations, flight reservations, stuff like that, just in case, so you have it there. My glasses, I always have my hard case so they don't get broke when I travel, so I keep them in there. There's my tripod, my trusty tripod. You'll see all of that gets in all my camera stuff. That helps me out. I got my plug and my headphones. Again, because the headphones on the airplane suck, so I like to bring my own. I got my passport. Remember, never put your passport or any important documents into your carry-on, or your checked luggage or something like that. Keep it in your backpack that's on you. So I have my passport, and yes, it's in a little plastic bag, because before I've had it where milk spilled and it ruined the passport, so I have like a little phobia about that, so I have that. And then I have some of my little favorites. I actually have a video on little things to bring. I've got a little USB drive here I can use if I want to back up some of my pictures. I got a flashlight. Fingernail cutters are always important to have. I've got a couple locks here. So like if you're going to be staying at a hostel, maybe you want to lock up your stuff. You trust your locks more than theirs. Also for just like leaving stuff in your hotel room. Sometimes you feel more comfortable just putting a lock on there. I always recommend getting a combination lock, because if your wallet gets stolen, the key might be gone or the card might be gone. So just a combination lock helps out. As you can see, I've got plenty of extra batteries and chips for my camera. I've got my battery chargers on there as well. And you'll see I got my camera and the microphone and stuff. And I've got a little tablet over there. Notice all these electronics, they're going on the stuff that I'm actually taking on the plane with me. So the blue bag over there, that one I might check, I might not. Depends on my time and how I feel. But this Osprey, this backpack, that one's going with me everywhere. That's where your most important stuff's going. So if you have medicine and stuff like that, you always keep that with you. Do not check it. You need that. In case your bags get lost, you need that medicine, okay? Now, there's other things I have down here. One, I always recommend having a backup battery charger. So you have that, a power bank to charge up. Have a few pens, not just one, but 2 or 3, because you're going to have to fill out forms and stuff like that. And you might want to do that. If you have a guidebook you want to bring with you, because yes, there's a lot of guides, like our videos and stuff like that, and our blogs on woltersworld.com. You can read about those, but they eat up your battery on your phone. So sometimes it's better to have a book so you can make highlights, make notes and stuff like that, and do that. So I usually have a book as well. You'll notice we have some Uno cards here, because hey, you can make friends playing cards. Also, if you're a beer drinker and you're coming to Europe, bring a bottle opener or buy one at one of the souvenir shops, just so you have something to open your beers, because a lot of the beer here, it's not twist up. You got to open it yourself. So save yourself the hassle of trying to figure out how to open a beer bottle without an opener. Just bring one with you so you have it. Yes, I do bring some Wolters World stickers if you want to have that. There's my notebook. This is what I actually write all of my scripts in. So I take this with me and I'm reading from this and my things. Next, make sure you're bringing these. These are converters, so you can plug them in. So they plug in the wall, and so I can plug in a real plug here. But notice this one, there's some USB ports on there. This one has 4 USB ports on that. I always have USB and normal plugs thing, because sometimes, like here, I only have one plug in my room. What am I going to do? Well, if I have a plug that can plug in my tablet over here, my Surface that I use to do my work on, I can plug in a normal thing there, and it has the USB one, so I can charge my phone, I can charge my camera batteries, things like that. It makes life a lot easier, okay? And then, of course, if you watch any of our Christmas videos, yes, I do take my Santa Claus hat everywhere we go because we like to film our 12 Days of Christmas video throughout the year, so I have that. So that is actually everything I take with me when I travel. If you see me anywhere in the world, I guarantee this is exactly what I'm going to be having there. Now, of course, if I'm coming in the winter, it's going to be different. There'll be a few different things. It will make a video in the winter time to talk about what to bring for winter travel in Europe. But I just thought I'd give you an idea because we've had so many questions from people asking us, Mark, what should we pack? What do you pack? Well, we have it here for you. And a lot of these things, if you want to like pick up some note cards or guidebooks or plugs and stuff like that, if you go to woltersworld.com/shop, we have the Amazon links there, so you can go check it out. You can buy the stuff that way. I mean, it doesn't raise the price for you if you buy it through our site. We just get like a little bit of a 1%, 2% that comes back to us. So it helps us out. It makes a big difference. So we can keep making big travel videos like this. And obviously, as you can see, I'm not staying in big, expensive places. This is a nice little room here. This is all I need. I'm actually here in Vienna by the university here and by the International Trade Fair show stuff. So we have that. But I hope this helps you have an idea of if you're a guy, you're looking what to pack. I hope this can help you out. And also the same principles it doesn't work for just guys, ladies, kids, all kinds of stuff. It gives you some ideas. So I hope that helps you. I wish you great travels wherever you go. And now we're going to go pack this stuff up. And I'll say bye because I'm leaving for Italy tomorrow. Bye.